All right, today's training is going to be a little bit more of a skill-based session. Now, we're going to be going every minute on the minute, and we're going to go through this for 5 rounds. So, minute 1 is going to be 15 or 10 standing bike erg calories. So we'll get the concept to bike erg out, and we'll go ahead and stand, not seated, stand on the pedals and go ahead and do your calories. If for any reason, maybe injury purposes, you need to sit down, go ahead and do that. You'll have a 10-second transition before you move to station number 2, which is going to be a seated leg lift over. You'll each have your own cone here, so you can see it's just a little bit of a rise. If you don't have something like this, you can use a dumbbell. The height of a dumbbell you can use an ab mat, but we're going to go ahead and sit down. When we're seated and when we do this action, the goal here is to keep your hands as close to your knees and calves as possible as you go. It's going to be easier, and we can scale it by moving our hands further back so that we can lift up our legs. And then when we start this movement, we're going to go ahead and bring our ankles kind of in line with that circle. Hands going to go here, and we're going to lift up, going back and forth, tapping our heels for this leg lift over. The goal here is to try to get somewhere around 30 reps. But if you're not able to get 30, do the best you can as we move through this. We'll have 10 seconds of transition before we move to our jump rope. All right, we have double unders here today, and we're going to be challenging ourselves with a different type of jump rope. That might be a jump rope that has a weighted cable. That may be a drag rope jump rope. It could be a weighted handled jump rope. It can be a plethora of things, but I really encourage you to do double unders with something other than the rope you always use. All right, if double unders elude you, this is a perfect time to grab a rope and go ahead and practice double unders. All right, if you absolutely need to scale that, you can scale to singles, but ultimately I want you to use this minute to practice. That means once this workout is over, you'll have had 5 minutes of practice. And I bet you might be a little bit better after that. We'll have a 1-minute transition, and then we're moving over to the rings. The goal here and the objective is 30 seconds in a ring support hold. We're going to jump up, put those rings right at our sides, letting those thumbs stay pointing forward, and we'll go ahead and hold for 30 seconds. You'll get credit for every second that you hold here and every rep that you do in this workout. We'll have another 1-minute transition before we move to our last station, which is a straight leg sit-up. Yep, it's at the end because I want your core to be fatigued so that you have to try a little bit harder. Legs are straight. We're going to go ahead and sit back, lay back. Arms can be up overhead. And then as we sit up, we're going to go ahead and touch our toes. If you need a pad for your butt, please make sure you do that. You do not want your butt crack to be rubbed raw. We'll have a rest period once you've gone through all 5 of those stations. So it's actually going to be 1 minute and 20 seconds of rest before we start the other round. The goal here is to go ahead and try to put forth a full effort. Every one of those stations does have a number tied to it, but your goal is to just get as many reps as you can. So if you take a look at the bottom, you'll see that there is a perfect rep score, all right? If you make it through all 5 of those stations and you're able to hit every single marker, fantastic. You did a great job working on your skills. If you're somebody who doesn't get as close as you'd like to those goal numbers, awesome. You did a fantastic job, and you worked on some skills, all right? This workout is going to be hard, but we're going to go ahead and really put forth a good effort into challenging ourselves to do more than we thought we could at any one of these given skills.